All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we are looking at the ES futures. Plus, I have a chart up of the NASDAQ 100 futures. But starting off here, I took a trade into the overnight session. It was a short entry trade. Why? I'm sure probably those that follow the channel are asking. Because we were breaking structure to the downside. The key, the most critical thing when it comes to trading, no matter the market, I don't care if you trade futures, forex, options, stocks, whatever it may possibly be that you're interested in, market structure is the key. It is essential. It is critical. It is going to be your light and your guide, all right? That's going to help you through. So without further ado, let me break that trade down right quick. What actually took place and what I saw was just the market into the overnight session, well, not overnight session, prior to, a few days. Let's take a look. What we saw was the market was moving higher right here on the ES futures, okay? And on this channel, I primarily discuss, this is a futures trading channel, so we're talking about the index or indice futures, okay? I'm not saying that, if you trade any means of commodities or currency futures, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could come and still join this group of great traders, okay? We have a great trading community on a Discord server. Find the link to it down in the description portion of the video and invite yourself in. All right, so the market was making higher highs and higher lows, breaking structure to the upside. One of the key ingredients to, or recipes to my, or ingredients to the recipe of how I trade, my strategy, is I must see a break of structure. It is essential. It is imperative. I don't take trades without it. I'll be honest with you. I have to see the break of structure where the market is moving either to the downside or to the upside. But we are trading using supply and demand. All right. So what I'm talking about here is the market's making higher highs and higher lows, breaking structure to the upside. It makes this high up here. All right. This was 26, 20. Well, probably around the let's see here. The 28th is when it kind of made these highs up here. And then at the new year, the market started moving lower. We started making lower lows and lower highs to the downside. So we pushed down, low, lower high. We started pulling back and breaking structure to the downside and taking out this area of structure below here at 47.43. And I saw that. That wasn't into yesterday's session. That was a couple of days ago. I think that was Friday's session or maybe Thursday's. We broke through this area below this low right here at, again, 47.43. And the market pushed lower, okay? We pushed lower here, pulled back, and broke structure to the downside. Okay, so we got a break of structure here, market pulls back, and we tap into this area. This is a supply zone right here. I talked about this in a video yesterday that I made, and I'm going to be going into more of a greater detail or in-depth version of that video to where I'm going to be walking through traders through, especially if you're someone that's a beginner trader and you're really trying to get an understanding about market structure, you're really trying to get an understanding about supply and demand, the zones, how to mark zones up or levels up, things of that nature. Just kind of give it a guide, but breaking it down in detail. Using from my own personal perspective of how I trade, the future markets, primarily the ES futures and the NASDAQ. So if you're someone that's really interested in getting the nitty gritty of breakdown, trying to find a solid strategy on how to trade using multi-chart confluence and confirmation, I would recommend that you become a elite channel member. If you want to become one, all you have to do is click on that join, J-O-I-N button that you see somewhere near the share or download button here on the video. Okay, you'll see it. Join, click on it. 2 tiers will pop up. And you want to choose the one, scroll down, you'll see 2 tiers, the loyal channel supporter and the elite channel supporter or elite channel member tier. Join that one if you want to receive the trade breakdown videos, which there's already tons of those out there where I go into depth and detail about my trades, as well as the video playlist of videos that I've hand selected out of 600 that cover the gist of how I trade and providing great other valuable information, as well as this video that I'm going to put together here in the near future that is going to be a lengthy video, but it's going to be very, very much in detail. So if you probably watched just that one video that I'm going to put together, it should put you in the right ballpark or direction, or probably answer a lot of questions for you surrounding market structure and supply and demand. All right, so anyways, getting back to the video here, we pull back. This is an area of supply right here. Now, I didn't catch this. When did this happen? Yesterday evening? Oh, actually, no, the market pulled back to this area right here on Friday. Okay, Friday. I didn't, I wasn't looking at that market. Friday, I actually didn't trade at all. Matter of fact, I didn't trade. The last day I traded last week was Thursday. So, but it taps into that zone, okay? Now, if you knew and you could follow market structure and you know how to trade it correctly, this was an area of supply. What is supply? It's just aggressive selling, All these red candles coming out of this area, off the swing right here, off this pullback on this breaker structure to the downside. This was a supply area, lots of aggressive selling. So naturally speaking, when the market gets back to key areas like that, we look for a process or series or steps of things to take place on the lower time frame. And I talk about that in video after video after video after video here on the channel. So, again, if you spend some time watching the videos, you will understand and start to slowly grasp the way that I personally trade. I'm not forcing or pushing anyone to tell you, hey, trade like me, trade like me. No, I'm just telling you that this is how I do it. This is how I found success. This is how I become profitable. And this is my cornerstone, the bread and butter to how I do it each and every day. All right. So as I mentioned, I wasn't in front of my charts on Friday, but one thing I did see was that because it's a supply zone and nothing here is below it, meaning we weren't basically breaking structure on the higher time frame back to the upside, and the market is going to feel these imbalances in between, it's going to come back down here and test this area here. Now, it came down here on Friday. It didn't finish filling in this area down here. So basically, this is an area of demand right here. Not with the breaker structure, but it's with demand, because we got aggressive buying to the upside right here, okay? But the market does come down here, and I said it's not. I told myself it's not finished, probably coming down there. So I look for a pullback on my lower time frame to go short. So we're going to go down to the lower time frame right now, and I'm going to show you, because I posted this trade right here on the Discord community, and there's a channel on the Discord called the Trading Floor, and that's where we as traders, we share trades, we share our entries, we share screenshots or images of trades that we've taken. And a lot of people find that valuable because they can ask traders why they took that trade, and we can respond back to those individuals, and it helps people. Okay, that's the part of becoming a member on the Discord community. It's free. Join it. Find the link down in the description portion of the video. Invite yourself in. So I posted that entry or this trade over on the Discord community. It was like 11 point, almost 12 point grab on the ES futures. So I saw that the market was probably still had some opportunity to come down here and fill. If you pay attention, look what it did. When I got in the trade on the pullback into the yesterday, or when the market opened back up yesterday evening, guess what? It came back eventually all the way down to that area. So I would have picked up even more, because originally I had my profit target set up to take profit right here. So I'm going to go over, actually I'm going to show you on the Discord where I posted this entry. So this is our Discord community, and this is the trade that I took into the evening hours yesterday. And I took out my trade, let's see here. No, it was actually more than that. I take that back. I took it out around this area right here, around 28, because I couldn't weather it out because it was getting late. So I took out. So I actually picked up more than that in this trade. Okay, guys. So, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is the market went lower, and it actually came down and test that 17 area. So again, this was the area I was aiming for. Well, this was the area where I knew price was probably going to come down to, but as you can see, I have my profit target set here, and I took out, I think, around 28 is where I took out at last night. I hit that area, and then I went ahead and closed my second contract. Okay, but this is the Discord community. This is the trade that I took, and as you can see, there's other individuals. We post our trades on the Discord, so it's valuable information and it helps traders out. Just want to throw that out there to anybody that's interested in joining the Discord community. Find the link in the description. But anyways, going down to the lower time frame now, let's move on down. Okay, so what I saw here, and let's do this right quick before I'm going to put this area here, because this is a supply zone. I want to mark it on all the charts so you can see it on the lower time frame. So I put it on the lower time frame chart. Here we are in this area right here. It taps into it on Friday, right? Into the overnight session yesterday, as you can see, it was breaking structure to the downside. Okay, so we got, let's see, what happened here. Okay, so it broke structure to the downside here. pull back, broke structure to the downside here, pull back, broke structure to the downside. Actually, let's see. Yeah, broke structure to the downside here, leaving this area of supply right here, okay? And it is an untested, talked about this yesterday in a video I posted yesterday, untested area where there's a gap or void back to the supply zone right here. I'll wait for the market to tap into it, saw the rejection, close of the candle below, okay? That's what I talk about, the rejection thing that I was saying. People ask me, well, what do you look for when the market gets back to a zone? What type of rejection you're looking for? A break and close of a candle in the opposite direction, okay? So it did that, and then I took my trade. So that's why I had that ellipse there. That's why I'm marking this box here. That's a key area of supply with a gap of void, high probability, untested zone, all right? Break a structure to the downside, pulls back to this area. If you pay close attention, when the market pulled back to that zone here on Friday, okay, the higher time frame supply zone, what did it do? It pushed down, pull back. We got a break structure to the downside. But just because we got a break here, that's not good enough for me. I want to see where the market actually breaks structure, meaning breaking through the area of demand down to the downside, okay? And it, it does so when it comes down here, continues to run to the downside and breaks right here below pretty much 47.31. At that point, that was more confirmation for me to say, okay, on a lower time frame, I'm looking for a area to go short at, because on the higher time frame, we're at a key area of supply. Lower time frame now is showing me that we've got confirmation to go short, and that's why I took this trade right here. So this was a trade to a pullback to a key area of supply. All right, simple as that. Now what's the market doing? Well, to me, it's ranging right now. All right, so I'm not keenly interested or really interested in on the ES right now, because I don't see primarily anything setting up off the higher time frame. We're still bearish. We got this channel to the downside just to show you right here, but I'm not. We're back in this area right here. Okay, we've already tested this area of supply here on the higher time frame. Break a structure, test, pull back, key area of supply right here. We haven't made a broke structure again to the downside. If we break below here, then we got another area, a structural break here below 4,700. Be mindful, 4,700 is a round number. We can, come down here and bounce and push back up, but it can reject that area is what I'm saying. Right now, we're moving sideways, okay? We got a low, a high here is moving in between this leg right here. So just be very careful in how you trade the ES. On the lower time frame, if we look at this here, again, we're moving sideways, low, there's a high here, moving in between that leg. It is breaking minor area structures back to the upside here. Let's see. This is not a demand area here on the lower time frame. It is a demand area here because we got aggressive buying, but it's an untested low probability area right here. So I wouldn't be, too interested. There's a demand area right here. I'll put this line right here on the ES. There's demand right there, and there is an area of demand down here at the bottom down here around 47.20. The market started breaking back to the upside here, as you can see what it was doing, and it took out structure. It took out this area above, right here above 47.45 as it broke higher here. So low probability area, high probability area, high probability area down here. Off the lower time frames, be careful, because if the market comes back to these zones, you got to follow price action and know where the market can basically reject or balance and where it can test to. All right, it's not like the higher time frame where we can get bigger moves. So without further ado, I'm just going to kind of keep my eye on these areas here to see what happens. We broke a bit of minor structure right here back to the upside here. Can it push higher and take out structure to the upside? Yeah, that means we're going to take out this high right here, 47.60, and that'll be a major structure break to the upside, taking out that high right there. So, and that same high is this high right here. Give me 1 second here to double check. Well, that will be a structural break back to the upside on the lower time frame. So it'd be minor structure breaks back to the upside, break structure here to the upside. But on the higher time frame, this is where, to me, this would be the a major area structure above here at 47.66. If we break this would be a major area structure if we broke to the upside. Here at 47.60 on the lower time frame, yeah, it is a major structure. It could be, it is definitely an area where price of breaks above here. It'd be a major area structure, okay, on the lower time frame. But I like to really look at and mark areas off my higher time frames. So Not to say I don't take trades from the lower time frame, just sometimes, just without even looking at the higher time frame. But I like to trade. I talk about being and moving in the same direction with the higher time frame. So right now we're bearish, all right? Even though the lower time frame slightly showing us a little bit of bullish activity right now. If you need to draw a channel on the lower time frame, I mean, you can see what's going on here. It was going like this, but we just broke this area right here, a minor structure back to the upside. So a slight shift in the market on the lower time frame. But be careful, be careful, be careful, because that could be short-lived. All right. So let me go down to move over to the NASDAQ now. I'm itching to kind of take a look to see what I'm looking at the Discord right now, guys. Please forgive me, trying to see what people are posting. But anyways, okay. So we're on the NASDAQ now. All right. And I did a video using this layout, this chart right here, these boxes. These are some supply zones, a demand zone there. So forgive, don't place focus or emphasis on what you primarily see, here on this chart right now, because some of that stuff was from yesterday's video. So what do we have going on now on the NASDAQ? Well, we were running to the downside here, as you can see, breaking structure to the downside. And then we turned around and started breaking back to the upside. All right. Then what do? We fall through back to the downside, breaking below here at 44.45, and also breaking below here at 510. Now, we broke some areas of minor structure back to the upside. We took out this major area structure here at 577. And what can we look to happen now? Well, the market could come down here. Well, this would be low probability. This is a demand area right here, but it's low probability because we don't have a gap of void back to the zone. It could test here, 495. We get a pullback here. I'm not saying that's going to happen today because it's really pushing to the upside now and breaking structure to the upside as we go higher. So we just got to pull back to, where did the market open up at? Okay, we opened up right here, and this is where we got the blast to the upside, and then it broke this area major structure here, and then it pulled us back. So this could have been a long entry here at 577, not off the higher time frame. You have to look at the lower time frame to look for rejection. But now we're breaking structure higher to the upside. We just got another, not major, but we got another structural break to the upside. Right here is a demand area, aggressive buying, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, aggressive buying back to the upside. So the market could come back here. Zooming in, or zooming in, I say. I'm not gonna say zooming out. Zooming out would be like this. Well, I say zooming out. We'll say zooming out because we are going out. But anyways, I'm just thinking out loud to myself. Please forgive me. Anyways, so yeah, we could break this area structure right here to the upside right here above 627. So let's see. Right now, that is an area of supply right there. So let's go ahead and mark that right there. We could break that area. I mean, not break it, but we could tap off that area right there. And then we can look for what? A rejection to come back down here to this area of demand right here. There's an untested high probability area of demand resting right here at 594, 593, 594 area. So let's see, is the market going to break through this area? Let's blow this up a little bit because I really want to see, is this, yeah, it's untested. Ooh, hold a minute. Yeah, that's about like a tick or two, guys, on the higher time frame. So this is a high probability untested zone, but it looks like the market may be trying to push through this area. Could. Let's see if it does or not. If it breaks above, then it's invalid, no longer valid. But let's see if it rejects. Oh yeah, it's pushing higher. All right, we're moving higher. So be very careful here. Now what it could do is it could wick this area here out, and this could be a liquidity grab, grabbing these tops right here. If it closes, then we know it's definitely invalid. So I'm going to stand down right now, and let's see what happens. I'm going to wait it out. All right, so let's see. Maybe get a pullback here to 621. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. Look at it. It's just pushing lower. So I may miss an opportunity here. It may come, I'm looking for it to come back down probably to 98 if it does. But it looks like it's trying to. I'm going to wait for a pullback, to be honest with you. It'd be beautiful to see it break below this area here at 612 and then pull back to a key area demand. I mean, excuse me, supply. Okay. So I'm waiting it out right now. I'm just looking to see what's going to happen right here. Looks like it's still trying to break to the upside here. It's probably going to take out that. It could take out the ESC. It's breaking to the upside. So, all right. So it just broke structure to the upside here on the lower time frame, and on the higher time frame, we are breaking above this key area of supply resting right here. So, not interested any longer. This is a supply zone. I had it marked right here from January 3rd, and right now, let's see if it rejects that area. I want to see if it rejects this area here, because this is a supply zone from January the 3rd that was formed around 10 o'clock that morning. Move down to the lower time frame. Let's see if we can get some rejection here to the downside. That's the thing about trading. You just gotta be mindful and sit and wait for things to really unfold. And that's what I'm doing right here. As you can see, I'm just scalping back to the upside here. Real quick for a few ticks here. Okay. All right. Back to the upside here. We didn't quite tap, let's see, 33.5. We were like 2 ticks away right here. So I saw this, it broke higher, close of the candle above, and I just scalped it real quick for, a couple points there. Back to the upside. The market is bullish direction to the upside. Look for longs. Lower time frame is even showing you long. So it breaks here back to the upside. We'll have another breaker structure moving higher. So we'll see what happens here, even on the lower time frame. Higher time frame, we are bullish. So trade in the direction with the higher time frame, as you can see it. Breaking structure to the upside, pulls back, break structure right here, to the upside. We broke over here. So we pushed up, pulled back, okay? Came up, broke this area structure, broke this area structure, and still moving higher. All right. There is a demand zone resting down here as well, sitting at what did I say? 593. So be mindful of that area there as well. So just scalping on, taking a few ticks there. So please do yourself the biggest favor and do not try to trade against the grain. Unless you really know what you're doing and you know how to trade this stuff correctly. Because you will get burned. You will. Market could be just consolidating right here, right now, and then it breaks higher. Or, even on a lower time frame, we could break lower. But even if we break structure to the downside, we're still on the higher time frame bullish, unless we start breaking some key areas of structure to the downside, like breaking below here at 576. So be mindful of what's taking place here. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. Okay, looking here at the ES, looks like we have, I'm going to blow this up a little bit, lower time frame. With the higher time frame on the ES, we're still bearish on the ES, and looking to me, we broke structure to the downside here, breaking over here. We haven't really broke back to the upside here. So we're still bearish on the ES, and the NASDAQ looks bullish. There is on a lower time frame, we started breaking some areas of structure back to the upside on lower time frame, but be careful. Again, beginners look for trading in the direction of the higher time frame, because we're bearish and looking on the ES. Then I would look for short opportunities. But there is a small little area of demand resting right here, because we started breaking minor areas of structure back to the upside here. Pushed up, broke back, pushed up, broke back, pushed up, broke back, broke structure here. Small area of demand. Something could happen right here below 43, maybe for a short little scalp, but to the upside. But still, we're still bearish on the ES. I'm going to keep my eye here on the NASDAQ right now. Kind of going back and forth, looking in between two markets. So one's not following in sync with the other. We are moving to the upside on the ES now, because the NASDAQ is moving higher. And again, as you can see, we are bullish on the NASDAQ. All right, we're breaking structure to the upside. Pushed up, pulled back, broke here. We broke this area here. We broke through this area here. Now we're testing this area right here. All right, this is from January 3rd. All right, moving on down to the lower time frame. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, we haven't taken out any key area of structure yet on the lower time frame. So let me look at the higher time frame again. Again, I mentioned this area of demand resting down here at 593. All right, so we got some erratic movement here on the NASDAQ. So I don't know if we have any news. We have some news today at 12. Low impact, nothing major, but the market is something's causing the market to really kind of you can see what happened right here. It started zipping. Now so be careful. It's a little volatile right now, and so I'm going to kind of wait for things to. This right here was a demand. Well, we haven't tapped into it 100%. 622 and a quarter. Oh yeah, three, 4 ticks. Yeah. So this could have been, if you're taking it, be a little bit more aggressive. Break it, candle in opposite direction. You could have taken it back up to the upside here. Possibly, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, back up to the upside here. It's going to test some higher areas. Looks like it wants to here. So, I don't think it's finished yet, to be honest. I'm gonna scalp. I'm going back up to the upside here. Ooh. Come on. I'm scalping. Come on. Break higher. I don't think it's done yet. I may close if it comes back down on me. Yeah. I'm going to take my profit right here. I have 4 points right there. It may come up here for this small little area of imbalance right here at 40. Let's see if it does. So I just went ahead and took my quick little 4 points off of that scalp. And there you go. I was right. See, right to the tick at 40. Right. This is a demand zone right here. I mean, of course, you should be able to see this kind of stuff, guys. Aggressive buying right here coming out of this. Market broke structure to the upside. Aggressive buying right here. We're only like 3 ticks away from hitting that zone. So I talk about that in a lot of videos. A couple ticks from hitting the zone. That's their way of really shaking the market and really scaring traders out, like thinking that, no, I need to wait for it to tap back into the zone. It depends on your style of trade and how aggressive you are. I saw this. You see the rejection taking place right here. It broke the candle in the opposite direction, which is a sign of rejection to me. It came back. It wicked, didn't want to break lower. It breaks up higher. So that's rejection. You get that W formation, in this area as it's trying to come down and attempt to test this area. Look, W formation. Look, it doesn't want to break below here. It didn't tap into the zone like 2 or 3, like 3 ticks away, but still. Now it's went up here and it's basically, it's still got a little bit of an area to fill in here, small at the imbalance. Could it come down here and test this area and push back up? It could, but I saw the rejection there. And I took my aggressive entry going long there at the break of the candle in opposite direction and went long. So just scalped it. I should have got in primarily, to be honest with you. In a trade like this, possibly where it hadn't tapped into the zone 100%. I want to see further means of rejection. Like it broke the candle in opposite direction, came back, and then maybe the break here, I'm gonna go long. So, see what I mean? See it? It's not done pushing higher, it looks like. So if it breaks here above the high on today, I think that's the high for today. Yeah, the high on the day. Oh yeah, of course it's the high on the day, 644.5. It breaks right there. Then we got a break of structure back to the upside. And then there is an area of demand resting right here if we break structure back to the upside. So let's see what happens. Be careful now because we're ranging. So I'm not sure what it's trying to accomplish here. We're going to wait it out. It broke structure to the downside here. Okay. And it could break below here at 623. It's going to break structure below again. All right, so we're breaking this area, breaking this area of structure to the upside now, as you can see. So we got there's an area, small area of demand right here, demand resting back here. So which one will it probably come down and reject that? Well, it came 642 and 642 3/4. Look what happened. It rejected it. So it's not coming down. The market's playing a bit of a game today. It's not really coming down and hitting the actual zones. It's kind of like getting close to them and then moving away. All right. So can you trade those? Yeah, you can. They're a little bit more aggressive versus waiting into, till the market taps into the zone. We do get the break in the candle opposite direction. Quick scalp back to the upside. But be mindful too, because let me see. Hold on a minute before I even speak. Yeah, I mean, we're still at this area of resistance at the tops up here. So there is a small area of supply at 657.5. Okay, because we got a break of structure when the market was moving lower here, broke to the downside here, aggressive selling right here. I got this zoomed out, guys. So I know you probably can't really see it, but all these red candles here. So we're within a matter of just a few points on the higher time frame tapping that zone. Here it is up here on the lower time frame. So we're bullish. You got to be understanding we're bullish. Can you take trades going short if you get a trade set up off of the a higher time frame zone? Sure you can. Even though we are bullish to the upside, if we get rejection on the lower time frame, I talk about this in multiple videos, looking for the setup, looking for the recipe, looking for the strategy, the steps that fall through, the things that need to take place. Break a structure to the downside. I need to see fall through in a lower time frame chart in order for me to take a scalp, okay? Going short. Because we are on the higher time frame bullish, but I can look for a scalp opportunity on the lower time frame because we may tap into this area of supply resting up here at 657. All right, and if we do, where can the market come back down to? Well, it could. You got to trade it off your lower time frame then. So, right now primarily what are we like? Let's see here, 656. Like basically 6 ticks away from tapping into that zone. And the market can reject this area. Let's take a look at it here. Okay, here it is right here at 657.5. We're getting close to it. We haven't 100% tapped into it yet. Okay, so let's see if we do tap it. So I'm gonna wait and see. Oh, look what just happened here. That was a demand zone right there at 646. Okay, and it just went back to the upside. Okay, I'm typing this out to the Discord community. A small area of demand off the 12R at 646. Whoops, 646. Okay, I put that out on the Discord because that was a scalp. You get the break here, you take it back up to the high here, maybe pick yourself up, maybe get it around 49.5, maybe 50, and take it back up here to 53, pick yourself up 3 points, okay? Just for a short scalp. Just for a quick scalp long. All right. So let's see if we're gonna, we're gonna reject this area up here and then maybe break structure below here, and then maybe we can get a pullback to maybe go short. I don't know. But we haven't tapped into that higher time frame supply zone, to 100% quite yet. So what is the market doing right here? It looks like it's maybe grabbing liquidity at the top end of these highs from off this move to the downside right here, off these highs right here above 653, and could be grabbing liquidity and maybe shift direction and push back lower. But we're still bullish. Keep that in mind off the higher time frame. All right, let's tap it into a demand zone right here, But in all honesty, we don't have. Be careful because we don't have much. Well, let's see. Let's just see how it plays out. Let's see how this thing plays out right here in this area. Will it test here? Will it test here? Will it test down here? All right, we're getting a break right here. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going long just for a quick scalp. Ooh. Yeah, I don't like this. Let me take this trade here out. I'm getting out this trade right here because I know it can reject. Right, it can reject where. Yeah, I didn't pay close attention. Yeah, it can reject right here. So I'm not going to. I'm gonna close that one out. Wasn't paying close attention there. Let's see. Yeah. Let me be careful here. This is resistance right here. It could test lower areas now. So on the lower time frame, we broke structure right here, below here at 42. Broke below there. We got a push down here, broke structure, breaking structure below here at 42 as well. And it could come down and push through lower and test lower areas. I mean, yeah, looks like it may try to. I'm not sure. Just going to wait it out to see what it's going to do. All right, so my trade here would have been good right here, but sometimes I closed out the trade because I wasn't 100% sure. Broke structure again to the upside. We tapped into that higher time frame supply area that I talked about. So, yeah, looks like it may. Yeah, so let's just wait and see. It broke again to the upside here. The higher time frame supply area is right here. I mentioned what did I say? 57, 657 area, 658. So there it is. The NASDAQ's got some power today. It's just pushing to the upside here. So right here, this supply area right here, the market rejected off of a little bit, came down. There's support right there, so be careful on the higher time frame, and it bounced from that area right here at 644, which was right in this area here. So came up there and tapped into that supply zone, came back, hit this area of support below it, and then pushed higher. So and I think we broke through that area of supply now. Nope, not 100%. We're still tapping at it right now. So but be careful because you have support right below us as well. So so this area of supply right here is holding, as you can see, on the higher time frame, and blow it up a little bit. It's this area right here I mentioned at 657. All right, so look what happens. The lower time frame, it broke structure to the downside. So we're still bullish because we haven't broken any key area structure, I don't believe, on the higher time frame. No, we haven't. We're tapping into areas. We are tapping into some areas of support, where it's bouncing from off the higher time frame. So we have to be mindful. This here, the market started to break structure to the downside on the lower time frame. Can you trade going short now that we're breaking structure to the downside on the lower time frame? I would be very, very mindful of doing so, because we are extremely bullish on the higher time frame. So be very, very, very mindful. So at this time, if you look at the higher time frame, because we have been breaking structure to the upside, we're still bullish. We have not broke any major area key structure on the higher time frame. Lower time frame, we're breaking structure to the downside. We could break below this area here at 640, and the market possibly could be trying to aim for this area lower, where there's demand resting at. So, and then maybe want to continue in the direction of going to the upside. So I'm going to sit back and wait to see how this thing kind of unfolds. Okay, so we broke that area structure below. This is the lower time frame. Okay, we're still bullish on the higher time frame. We broke below this area structure. So now we have this high and this low right here. The market is moving sideways. Be careful about how trading this, even on the lower time frame. If it breaks below here at 640, we can look for a pullback, possibly to go short. But you got to be also careful and mindful what's below you. On the higher time frame, you can see we have areas of support resting right here and right here. But the market takes out these areas right here. Say for instance, start breaking structure to the downside. Let's say we break below 611, for instance, right? We could be aiming for this area down here, this demand area at 594, 593 area. But it's going to have to take out some areas before we can look for a pullback to go long. So, we'll just have to wait and see because this is all support right here. Let's take a few, scalps today. My main trade was into the overnight session last night. Real good trade. Picked up, multiple points on that trade into the overnight session. But anyways, just a few scalps today. You know, the market's been running to the upside. There was opportunities to look for trades. Like here's a supply zone on the say for instance the lower time frame, not supply, I'm sorry, demand zone on the lower time frame. But if we get down there, be careful because now we're breaking structure on the lower time frame down to the downside, and you know, the market could pull back, reject some area, and try to push lower. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation. We're still bullish, so it's like why take trades going short, you know, on pullbacks, even though we're breaking structure on the lower time frame when we got, you know, support right below us on the higher time frame. So just be mindful how you trade this. But yeah, this thing could break back to the upside here and take out today's high, in which case we're still bullish to the upside. And then we look for, you know, pullbacks to key areas of demand on the lower time frame. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out here because we're just moving sideways right now. I'm not sure if we're going to break lower or break higher, but if we look at, again, at the higher time frame, we have, you know, support sitting right below us. It's going to have to take out these areas here if it wants to run down to this next area of, I'm trying to say demand, okay? But yeah, if you're interested in joining the Discord community, find the link to it down in the description portion of the video. Just scroll down, you'll see a link, click on it. If you're interested in becoming an elite channel supporter, where you get, you know, private access to the trade breakdowns, the video playlist, additional video content which is not made public here on the channel. $6.99 a month, not a day, not a week. It's monthly, and lots of people who have signed up have found value in that content and has aided them as well. So all you have to do there is you click on the join button that you see here on the video next to the download and share link. Or you can find that link down in the description portion of the video right under the Discord link. So either way, so look, if you are not a current subscriber, please take the time to go ahead and click on the sub button, become a sub member today. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications so that you never miss one of the uploads. And last but not least, please drop a like on the video and today's content, or if you found value in today's content. I'll see everyone in the next video. Again, the market's moving sideways, and I'm just going to kind of wait it out. Step away from the computer and see. I expect, it looks like it's trying to break lower, but it's going to bump up against some area of support, you know, like I said, on the higher time frame. So yeah, I mean, if we break structure here to the downside, could it be an area of supply? I mean, yeah, supply on a pullback on the lower time frame, sure, but be mindful of support right below. I'll see everyone and catch you later. Take care.